So, hi, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm terrified, as you can probably tell, but yeah, I thought I'd give this a go. So today I'll be doing the BookTube Newbie tag, which I got off Lala Lit, who I have come prepared. So there is her, I don't know if you can see that, but that is her Bookstagram. I will try and leave a link if I can figure out how in the description below. And then I also have her YouTube is put up. Oh yeah, you can see that. So that's her YouTube, so go subscribe. But yeah, I got my tag off her, it's all the way at the bottom. So I have the questions written down. So first question, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I just love books, and I want to reach out to more people that also like books. Like, I've done that with my Instagram page, which I'll also leave a link to if I can figure out how. But I've done that, I've met so many nice people, but I'd like to reach out more to a bigger audience on YouTube. And also, I'd love to share my thoughts on books. Like, I have a whole bookshelf full of books that I can review for you. And also, I do buy quite a lot of books, so hauls will probably be easy to make. Question 1, boom, done. Question 2, what are some fun things you can bring to BookTube? I love tags and challenges, so you'll probably see a few of those, like the Flip the Page tag by Jesse the Reader, and how well do I know my bookshelf? I love those kind of videos because they just look so fun. So yeah, book reviews, book tags, anything. Whew, bye, that didn't go very far. What are you most excited about for this channel? So I would have to say most excited about the tags, to be honest with you. But I'm also really excited to talk to some people. So if you're watching this, feel free to leave a comment and I'll probably reply to everyone. I just want to talk about books with people that also like books. That sounds really depressing. Sounds like I have no friends. I do. Maybe. Bye. Okay. Why do you love reading? I love reading because I love like escaping from reality, because especially 2020, which has just gone, like, it was awful, and I don't have much hope for 2021, to be honest with you. So it's kind of like a great escape to like live lives that you wouldn't live otherwise. So I just feel like books are a great escape. So that's probably my answer. I just love escaping. Bye. That again, what is it with my throws? What book series got you into reading? So I'd have to say probably Famous Five by Enid Blyton. My grandma used to read me those all the time. They're probably the book that first got me into reading. And then the book that I started to read by myself, which I do have, would probably be Series of Unfortunate Events. These are, I was going to say so good, but the ending's a bit meh. Spoiler. But yeah. These probably are the first book series that I read fully by myself. I only got to 8 because I got bored, and I spoiled myself at the ending, so I know what happens at the end. But yeah, I got up to 8 and I really enjoyed them. So probably these and Famous Five. Oh, and How to Train Your Dragon, which I've not even finished because the last book came out like 3 years ago and I never read it. It's on my shelf over there, so I need to read that at some point. Also, story time. So I was in primary school, so I was 10 years old and I was reading this in like class reading time, and this TA, and he came round and he sat next to some people and he'd ask you to read to him. So I had this exact book with me and I was just reading, and he went, come read aloud. And this book, okay, so this book, for a bit of context, it will describe big words for like a few pages, so it would be like extravaganza, that would be in like this book, and Lemony Snicket would write about that word for the next page, and I was on one of those sections, so I was just reading about this big word that, because I'm dyslexic, I couldn't say for the life of me. So I was just sat there trying to say this big word, and he was like, no, you need to go get a book that's better for your reading age section. And he was like, I was like, no, I'll read what I want to read, not some Bill Clifford Chipper, whatever that book was called. If you're British, you'll probably remember it, about the kids and the dog. It's the most generic books ever. So I was like, no, I'm going to carry on reading this, so I just ignored him. Next question. Boom. What questions would you ask your fave booktubers? So my favourite booktubers are Jesse the Reader. I just love his content, and his tags that he comes up with, like the flip the page, is just so good. So I'd probably ask him how he comes up with such good tags, and I'd probably ask him to be my friend. Also, another booktuber that I love is Poland Banana Books. Here's her book. Yeah, I'd probably ask her how she went from BookTube to getting a successful book deal. Like, I'd ask for tips on how to do that, because one of my big ambitions is to be an author. That's my #1 goal. I want to be a published author and share the kooky, crazy stories that I come up with in my head with other people in the world. I'm going to put this down there. I'd ask her for writing tips, basically. I would also ask her to be my friend. So, bye. I'm going to have to pick all these up later. What challenges do you think will be the hardest to overcome? Probably the anxiety of actually filming. This is terrifying, which is probably why I'm talking fast, because I want to get it over. And also I struggle with like editing. Like, I've filmed this video before and I'm refilming it now. So I'd probably say editing, because the other one was terrible. It failed. But yeah, so editing is a big thing to get over. So, and confidence. When did you start reading? And I put a big I don't know on the card, because that's kind of like a hard question to answer. Like, I have no idea when I first started reading. It's just been a thing that I've always done ever since I was able to read. Okay, we're coming to the end, but two questions left. Okay, where do you read? Bus or bed? Is my short answer. I read a lot on my bed because my room is the best place to read. It's so quiet at the top of the house, and it's so comfy. Like, who doesn't read in their bed? And so I'd say my bed is my most reading place, but I also read quite a lot on the bus, because my college is like an hour away, so it's like an hour bus there and then an hour bus back. So I spend a lot of time on the bus reading. So I spend a lot of time reading. I try and read like books that I don't necessarily want to read on my bed. So anything that's like I want to just get done and read. So bus and bed. That is what my answer is. What kind of books do you read? So let's throw that now. I read a lot of fantasy, which is mostly on this shelf. So I got my I read a lot of got Shadowhunters up here, but I also read a lot of contemporaries, like obviously again but better. I love LGBT contemporaries. I'm trying to stop that falling. I love them. That's my shelf. I have a whole shelf of them. I'm trying to make this entire bookcase them. I got Fucked Up Court, got Becky Albertelli, who I met, and she signed all my books. But yeah, I'm on a tangent now. You'll get used to my ranting. The last question that I wanted to add on, because it wasn't here, is what's your favourite book? So to answer that, I'll lean down here. To answer that, I would say love Simon. Originally known as Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. This is my favourite book. I read it a few years ago, I think. It's all sticky tabbed. It's my favourite book. I love it so much. And it's even... I met Becky Albertelli February in 2020. And it feels like a decade ago. Like 2020 was just so slow. Anyway, I met Becky Albertelli. She signed my book. Look. she was like, oh, should I do it, should I not? I was just stood there like, and then she scribbled out Simon, and she put love Sam, which I think is so adorable. She also said Sam was her favourite boy's name, which is crazy. And then she drew a little Simon, and then she signed it. And then put that over there. And then my other favourite book is probably Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, which I read last year. Yeah, last year. And it became my instant second favourite book. And I even I even went all out and just, I'm trying to find that way. I just annotated the book. But yeah, I just annotated and highlighted a bunch of, like nearly every other page I've like highlighted at least one sentence. But yeah, favourite book. Well, second favourite. Second favourite. So these are ones. Talk to me about these if you want down in the comments. I'll gladly talk to you. Just try to keep it spoiler free. Please don't spoil anyone down in the comments, if anyone comments, that is. But yeah, so that's the end. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, give a like and subscribe with the notification bell on to see more if I ever post anything else. And leave a comment telling me about your favourite book, and if you got any ideas for other videos. I will gladly steal all your ideas. Anyways, thanks for watching again. Goodbye.